Hello everyone, my name is Noor and I'm from Gaza. I'm currently working as an English reporter for a digital English channel covering the news in Gaza. I was supposed to be with you in Oslo today and sitting on one of these chairs, but unfortunately I could not make it. I'm going to talk briefly about that later. I will tell you a little bit about myself. I'm going to talk about the current situation in the Gaza Strip, and I'm going to talk about activism in Palestine, especially in Gaza. First, I started as an activist after the first war in Gaza, after Passport, 2008-2009 war. We made this small youth groups, volunteering with the families who lost their homes, helping them, also helping the children and the people who lost members during the war. And after a while, after like 1 or 2 years, we started planning for something bigger, not bigger, but maybe also a very important Palestinian issue, which is the Palestinian division between Fatah and Hamas. It was a big issue for us at the youth in Palestine because it was kind of ridiculous to have two governments in one country, to have almost 20 ministers. I mean, I'm good in history, but I can never remember that I ever read that there's a country with two governments, two parliaments, many ministers as the ministers that we currently have in Palestine. So we started planning this, we can call it revolution, against the Palestinian division. And it succeeded. Many people went out to the streets, but unfortunately what happened after that is both sides, both parties, Fatah and Hamas, Fatah in the West Bank and Hamas in Gaza, misunderstood the idea of this revolution, of this protest, because everyone thought that we're going against Hamas, against the government here in Gaza, but what was really happening is that we were going against the division. We wanted to show the two governments, both governments, that we want new elections, that we want the Palestinians to reunite. It was a hard day, that day, the 15th of March, and the days after it was really hard because everyone started to hijack the 15th of March revolution, the people, the youth. And many did succeed of hijacking this movement by using money and other stuff. What happened after that is that basically no division was ended till now. It's like 3 years since we did this revolution. No new elections. For us, the youth in Palestine, both governments in West Bank and in Gaza does not represent us anymore. And it's a very big issue for us in Palestine because it's affecting everything here in Gaza. Even in West Bank, it's affecting all sides of life. We are disunited. We cannot make decisions. We cannot travel between Gaza and West Bank. We are stuck here in Gaza. People in West Bank are getting in problems, and it's a really big issue for us till today. Many youth wish that they can go out in the streets and protest both in Gaza and both in Gaza and West Bank to protest the division, but they fear it because anyone who goes out to the street protesting the division is going to be treated as they're going against the government of the place that they are living in. Fatah is going to think that the people who went out in West Bank, that they went out against Fatah, and people and the government and Hamas is going to think that the people who went out in Gaza are against Hamas. So we fear this day. I don't think that this day is going to come soon for any new youth protest against the divisions that will come soon. And we blame it on the government. They did not leave the youth any chance to represent themselves or to speak up, unfortunately. Let me talk now a little bit about the situation in Gaza. The basic reason that I could not make it out today to take my flight from Cairo to Oslo is basically because is because Egypt closed the border, the Rafah border that link Gaza to Egypt, and this is very bad thing for us because we feel like Gaza went 5 years ago, just like world largest open air prison, and unfortunately we hate this Egyptian policy of collective punishment. I mean, we are stuck here in Gaza. The border is closed on people and goods. There's no tunnels. I know the tunnels are illegal, but they were all our own, basically lifeline, our own way to survive. And basically nothing is entering Gaza or going out of Gaza in these recent days. Israel closed Karm Abu Salam goods border last week for 5 days, so it was very hard for us to get even flour, milk, yogurt. We could not get these goods. Gaza is suffering many crises right now. The lack of fuel, it's stopping the electricity from coming, it's stopping the transportation in Gaza, the lack of building materials, the lack of basic food. Like right now, unfortunately I could not do this video live on Skype with you because I do not know if the electricity is going to be on tomorrow in my home. And I had to come to this public place that used a generator just to use the internet. For the last few months we used to have electricity every 8 hours, but unfortunately we're having it for 2 or 4 hours right now. So I can really say that we are really suffering in Gaza these days. This is 7 minutes of videoing myself, telling you a little bit about myself and the situation in Gaza. I really wish that I'm there with you today, just to talk more, just to discuss more about everything, about the youth, about politics. I really hope, but I mean, it's not in my hands, unfortunately. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thanks to everyone who worked very hard on my visa to get me to Oslo. And I hope I'm gonna make it maybe in a few years or next year or anytime soon. And see you all. Thank you so much.